Welcome back everyone, Kellyanne here. In this video, you'll learn how to add a color fading technique to an image which you can later use in your videos. We're going to start with the blank canvas. Now, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click on characters and I'm going to randomly select one. But before I do, I'm going to turn off Doodly Rainbow by clicking on this color wheel because I want to start off with the black and white image. There. Now let's choose an image. Okay, this one will do, so I'll just double click on it to add it to the canvas. Word of caution though, this is an image that is part of one of the character bundles that I purchased from the marketplace, and unless you have purchased the same bundle, you will not have this image under your character tab. Not a problem though, just choose any character that's available to you. This technique will work just the same. The next thing I want to do is click on scene settings and change the exit animation to none. I'll click apply. Now I want to resize the image to make it larger by dragging these black handles out. Okay, that looks good to me. Next, I'll come down here and add another blank canvas by clicking the plus sign. Now I want to turn Doodly Rainbow back on, so I'm just gonna come back up here and click on the color wheel again. There, now everything is back in color. Next, I'm gonna add the colorized version of the same image to the canvas by double clicking on it. There. And again, I'll click on scene settings and change the exit animation to none. I'll click apply. And again, I want to resize it. However, this time I am not going to resize the image by dragging the black handles out. In order for this color fading technique to work, both of these images should be placed on the canvas in the exact same spot. Now there are two methods that you can use to achieve this goal. Method number one involves you writing down the width or the height of the image as well as the location of the image along the X and Y axis. It sounds complicated, but it's really easy to obtain this information. Let me show you. I'm gonna go back to my black and white image and I'm gonna click on asset settings, and see right here at the top is where you will find the information you're looking for. I want you to write down the number next to the X and the Y axis. Then I want you to write down the number next to the width or the number next to the height. Now you only need one of these numbers because the Doodly software will maintain the current aspect ratio. So when you change one, the other will automatically be adjusted. I'll write down the width, which is 2423, and the X is 763, and the Y is 4. Now I'll head over to my color image by coming down here and clicking on the scene where it is located. Then I'm going to click on the image, and then I'm going to click Asset Settings and put these numbers in the appropriate boxes. I'll click Apply, and voila, there it is. Now my color image is the correct size and is in the correct location on the canvas. Method number two is to use copy and paste. Now here's how it works. I'm going to come over here to the black and white image and I'm going to right click on it and I'm going to select copy. I'll come down here and I'll click the plus sign in order to add another blank canvas. Then I'll just right click anywhere on this blank canvas and I'm going to select paste. Then I'm going to click on asset settings and I'm going to come down here and I'm going to turn on Doodly Rainbow. I'll click apply, and voila, there it is. It's an exact match of my black and white image, just the colorized version. Now there is a caveat when doing this. You want to be very careful when clicking on or activating the image because you don't want it to move from its location. If for some reason the image does move, simply click the undo button immediately and it will return back to its original position. I'm gonna click on the black and white image. If you look at the duration time, you can see that by default it is set to 3 seconds. Now that means that it will take 3 seconds for this image to be drawn on the canvas. Now I'm fine with that, so I'm gonna leave it there. However, you can change the duration for your image if you choose to do so. Alright, from this point on, all of my attention is going to be on the color images. So if you look down here, you can see that I have created 2 color images. Now, I don't want any of my color images to be drawn out on the canvas. I want them to simply appear. So in order to create that effect, I'll need to change the duration down to 0. I'm going to change this to 0 and I'll hit enter. Now I'm going to click on my second color image and I'm going to change it to 0 as well. There. Now in order to create the color fading technique, I need a total of 10 color images, and I want each of these images to all have the exact same settings. Now although there are multiple ways to achieve this, I'm going to show you a shortcut. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to right click on the color scene and I'm going to select duplicate. Now I have 3 color images. I'm going to do this 7 more times and that should get me to the number 10. There, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We want to go from having a black and white image to having a full color image. Now, in order to achieve this, I need to reduce the opacity of the image by 10% for each new scene. Let me show you. I'm going to click on the very first color image. Now, I'm going to click on Asset Settings and I'm going to change the opacity from 100% down to 10%. I'll click Apply. See how light my color image is now? Next, I'll click on my second color image. Then I want to click on the Asset Settings again, and this time I'm going to change the opacity to 20%. I'll click Apply. See how just a little bit more color was added to the image? Next, I'll click on my third color image. And again, I'll click on the Asset Settings button. This time I'm going to change the opacity to 30%. I'll click Apply. See how even more color was added to the image? I'm going to repeat this method 7 more times, and each time I'll increase the opacity by 10%. So when I'm done, I'll have one black and white image with a duration that is set at 3 seconds and a total of 10 separate color images with the duration that is set to 0 and the opacity is set at 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%, 70%, 80%, 90%, and 100%. When done right, the color in each image should become deeper with each new scene. There, if I click on the first scene, it's black and white. The second has some color. The third has more color. The fourth has even more color. The fifth even more color, and so on and so forth. The last scene is in full 100% color. Now, in order for you to see what the color fading technique looks like, we need to watch the preview of our scenes. With that being said, I'll click Preview. See how the black and white image gradually progressed into being a full color image? Let's preview that again. If you made any mistakes when changing the opacity, simply come down here to where your scenes are and click on each image one by one and check to make sure that you have entered the correct opacity level. Now, it's well worth the effort. Why do I say that? Because it allows you to create videos that have a feature in them that other people using Doodly don't have in theirs. I mean, it's what can set your videos apart from your competition. So, by all means, play around with this technique and become familiar with it and try using it in one of your videos. Alright guys, that's enough for now. Now you can watch each of these videos at videocaboose.com, where they are neatly organized for you into one continuous tutorial, and that makes it super easy for you to pick up where you left off. Now you will need to purchase the Doodly software if you haven't done so already. Just click my affiliate link down below. Now when you do, it supports my channel and allows me to continue to provide free video tutorials. If you find that this video was helpful to you, please share it on your social media platforms as well as on Reddit so that others can grow their online business as well. And oh yeah, don't forget to click the subscribe button.